watching Let's Chat.
We are glad to have you back with us on Let's Chat as we continue on this Monday morning, May the 18th. And as we do every Monday, we check in with Coach Maurice Saliba with My Best Me. Coach Maurice, good morning.
Good morning, Chip. Great to hear from you, sir.
Good to hear your voice as well. We're going to talk about ways to improve your overall cholesterol. And this week, we're going to start out with making the good cholesterol numbers go up, right?
Absolutely. And this is important not just for clients or patients with high cholesterol, but for anybody that's struggling with inflammation. And it's also to protect your heart most of all. Remember, once you're diagnosed with diabetes, there's already damage done to the heart. And we know that obesity can cause heart disease as well. So there's a lot of factors that affects the heart. One of them is not having enough of the good cholesterol we refer to as HDL. So we have 9 different things you can do or food that you can add to your daily diet that can really help get your HDL up, lower inflammation, and keep your heart strong.
So how do you start? I mean,
yeah.
More of us are cooking at home these days, especially since the pandemic has broken out, and we could easily substitute a few ingredients in and take another few out. Walk us through the baby steps first.
Yeah, the first one is olive oil, and that's easily done, right? You can replace all these bottles at the house with a little bit of olive oil and a little bit of lemon juice in your salads at night or your vegetables, and that can go a long way. And what I do is I actually drink that lemon juice and olive oil when I finish the salad. It's extremely healthy for you. It only takes 2 teaspoons of olive oil, and it increases the antioxidant called polyphenol, which reduces the inflammation, and it's good for your heart. So a couple of teaspoons of olive oil, that's one way you can do it, and you can include that with your salads. The next one is a low carbohydrates diet. And the low carb, and I don't want people to go to high protein. You got to plug in your vegetables. You got to plug in your 2 fruits a day. What we're talking about here with the low carbs, and studies have shown that we can help you lower the bad cholesterol and increase the good cholesterol, and that is focusing on God-made carbohydrates like fruits and vegetables, and decrease man-made carbohydrates like sugar and sodas and things like that, because those will actually decrease your good cholesterol.
I also know that you're a big fan of coconut oil when it comes to cooking. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, there's been a lot of, kind of controversy about coconut oil because it's high in saturated fat. And some studies in the past have said it's not good for heart patients. Now studies are saying that's not true because it's in a natural stage. It doesn't really affect the heart as much. But they're saying a couple of teaspoons a day of coconut oil can really help increase your HDL and lower your LDL, your bad cholesterol. So that's easily done. Some people will do that just straight up. They just take 2 teaspoons a day in the morning, and they keep their heart healthy and keep their good cholesterol high.
And you need to avoid artificial trans fat. Give us an example of that we should not be taking.
Yeah, one of them is margarine, Chip. It's in every household just about, and I don't recommend margarine at all. Margarine is one molecule away from being plastic. I mean, it's man-made chemical to replace the butter. We don't like margarine at all. We like grass-fed butter consumed in moderation, but margarine can actually lower the good cholesterol and increase the bad cholesterol.
Well, I'll tell you what, the list, of course, there's other things in it, like the smart stuff. Stop smoking, make sure you get your regular exercise, and just overall adapt a better eating lifestyle, and it'll pay off in dividends in other ways that you really can't imagine. Coach Maurice, we got to run. I want to thank you for joining us on this Monday morning, and we will be checking back. You can find out more about what makes Coach Maurice's program so successful. Go to mybestmechat.com, mybestmechat.com, and you can email Coach Maurice at bridge2healthandwellness.com. So, Coach Maurice, we'll be checking back with you soon.
Thank you, Chip.
Thank you all for joining us as well as we continue on this kind of soggy and gloomy Monday. I'm going to tell you more about the forecast in full detail and the latest on Tropical Storm Arthur, which is now brewing off the North Carolina coastline. All of that plus today's top stories on the way today on News 12 Now at noon.